I'm Ernie Shimizi, and welcome to WVVH-TV's coverage of the Fisherman's Fair, coming to you from Ashawagh Hall, Springs, East Hampton. It seems the Overton family is big with clams here at the Fisherman's Fair. Leon?
Yep.
Usually we see your brother Fred, but he now is in the higher ranks of political office here.
He intended to be here, but he had other plans that came up that he wasn't expecting. So.
Well, you guys for years, and these are our local clams from the waters around Springs.
Pretty close.
And how many clams do you think you'll be shucking today?
He said around between 1,000 and 1,500.
Wow. Well, this is what the Fisherman's Fair is all about. We have the fishermen, we have the farmers, we have the artists, and you guys have been part of the Springs community for a while, haven't you?
Yeah. My mother's family was from Green River. I'm with Green River Miller. We've been here since, well, I'm 13th generation, so we've been here a while.
What a place, huh?
Yeah, it's a great place, yeah.
You've raised your families here, and you guys love what Springs has to offer.
Everything it's got.
But I hear it's very laid back. Is that...
It was. It's a normal rat race now. It's just like it is every place else. So, but it's still nice. Good place to be from.
And the best place for clams.
Absolutely.
Delicious.
Hi.
What are your names?
It's Monica.
Don.
Don, you love coming to this fair, don't you?
We do, absolutely.
Where are you guys from?
Well, we're from New York. This is my first time, actually, and I love it. This is delicious.
Excellent, excellent. So enjoy this fair and come back to Springs. A little bit different than the other parts of the Hamptons.
Oh, we live in Springs, too.
You live in
Springs?
So
we love
Springs. You guys know that
yeah.
this is the place.
This is the place.
Laid back, not all the usual...
Craziness.
That's right.
Absolutely. This is the place to be.
Joe, it looks like you're really cooking up something here.
We're starting up. It's hard to keep up. It's only been about a half hour right now, and probably 200 have gone, so we're just keeping up, waiting for the hunger to hit.
Now, this is a requirement of every country fair, right?
Definitely.
Frankfurters, and that corn is local.
Definitely, yep.
I don't know about
local,
the Frankfurters.
locale, whatever you want to say.
Now, you're a volunteer here. You're helping out
Yep,
with
definitely.
this great event here. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm I guess a year-round summer person. Came for 6 weeks. I've been here about 30 years right now. I'm working for the East Hampton School District Transportation Department, and that's it. We've got 5 kids. My son Colin, our youngest, is volunteering, and that's it.
Now, do you live in Springs?
I live in Springs, just a few blocks down. My wife has a beauty shop down here, Janie's Cuts.
Wow, excellent. Springs is a special place, isn't it?
Sure is.
When
Sure
people
is.
think of the Hamptons, you know, there are different towns, different villages, but Springs is in a category all its own.
That definitely is.
You know, this is a tradition. It's a yearly tradition of being with the baking ladies of Springs.
That's
Is that
right.
a good title?
Baking ladies, it's good enough. It's good for today anyway.
I can't come up with anything else.
It
I'm
works.
sorry.
It works one day a year.
I just saw those hot dogs, and my mind is
I
gone
just
to-
realized that this is our 50th year working in the fair.
Oh, that's right, it is.
50 years.
50 years.
1964 was our first
We
year.
started with a little...
family, right? It's
Yes.
sisters
Yep.
and,
We're
and
sisters.
cousins.
They're sisters.
We're
We're all cousins.
This is our sister.
And she's a friend.
Well, she's like a
Our
sister.
friend.
This is the soul sister.
I'm the soul sister.
Now, baking, you're a family that knows how to bake. This is all your creations.
Chefs.
We used to own a bakery
You did?
in East Hampton.
Wow.
Yep.
The crust, right down in on Fireplace
Sure, I
Road.
remember.
You remember?
I remember. I used to be in there constantly.
Yeah, that was ours.
Wow, beautiful. So what have we got today for our guests here?
Of course, we have brownies, lemon squares,
Rum cake,
Cookies.
apple pie,
sugar things.
blueberry pie, sugar things.
Now, you know, this is the 82nd Ashawagh Hall
Was it really?
Is it really?
Fisherman's Fair. 82nd.
You want me to say something about that? So we've been here for 50 of them.
Yeah.
You have been here for 50 of them.
Yes.
Wow, what a family.
We started out doing the book booth with our
Before
mothers.
that was a library.
Before it
We
was
did
the
a book
library.
booth.
Yeah.
Yeah, our mothers did it.
And we helped
All
them.
year we'd have to help them mark the books, sort the books,
So your
that was the
family's
best
been
part.
part of this community for a lot of years, right?
Yes.
51.
51 years.
That's our dad over there. That's Frankie Bologna right there.
Famous
That's
artist.
right.
Famous artist.
That's right. He's the patriarch of this wonderful family.
Yeah.
But he's a skinny guy. I mean, with
He's a
all these daughters that didn't know how to bake.
Swims every day. His toes in the water.
Well, we thank you for what you do.
You're
This is a community event.
It
You're
is.
volunteering your time
We
to be
love our
part of
community.
here.
Yes.
And if not for the community, it wouldn't be lasting 82 years.
That's right. That's right.
Francesco Bologna, artist and
Yes.
patriarch of this beautiful family.
Oh, it's a great family. Look what they did for me. They put up this, I feel like the king of Siam.
Well, you brought this
Amazing.
family to Springs, right?
My wife and I brought him here from Queens. We've been here for, like they say, maybe 60 years now. So it's a great place. It really is.
Great place to raise a family.
Raise a family. My wife went to college when she came here with 3 children. And she passed in 3 years. She finished 4 years' work. And she worked in the local high school for the rest of the time. She passed away. So that was it. It was great.
Well, it's a
Great
beautiful
time.
community, and it's because of people like yourself and your family
I
that.
appreciate that. Thank you very
Thank
much.
you so much. One of our volunteers, your name, sir?
Bill Becker.
Bill, this is a great event, isn't it?
Yes, it is. It's been going on for a long time.
Community comes out. This happens all over
Yes, it
the
does.
United States
Yes, it
on
does.
weekends in
Great
the summer.
support from everybody that stops by, and it helps us keep the Ashawagh Hall going and all our little projects that we do. Yes.
Ashawagh Hall, where we're right in front of. This
Right.
is a famous place, isn't it?
Well, it was the original schoolhouse for Springs back in the day, and the Springs Improvement Society has taken it over and trying to keep it going, and which is a very old building, and it's a lot of money to keep it going. And right now, it's a community hall, an art gallery. I don't know if you got a chance to go in and see the beautiful artwork that's in there, and we have the invitational in there. Some beautiful piece of work.
Well, this Fisherman's Fair brings together farmers,
Fishermen,
and artists.
there's artists, everybody. Well, that Springs is a community of farmers, fishermen, and artists. That's Springs.
That's true.
That's the
true.
Springs. So.
Any investment bankers or any of those people?
Not
in
yet.
there?
They're in Montauk.
Okay, we'll keep them there, all right?
Right.
Catching up with Stephen Dorn. You love this town.
Oh
don't you?
God, this is the best, and I've been coming here. There's got to be about 10 years, and every year it's better and better. And it's a great cause. Look at how much fun these kids are having. It's just terrific. My daughter goes to school here in Springs, and it's just really nice.
Wonderful schools, a real community.
Everybody here knows one another, and from shucking clams to clam pie, you're not going to get that anyplace else but here. It's terrific.
Well, that is true because you've got the best in seafood, farming. Corn is unbelievable.
Oh boy, got to get some roasted corn. It's terrific.
Absolutely. Here on the East End, you've got such great farms all throughout the East End, and then you can tie in a little bit of art.
Well, my daughter just painted a fish, and it's hanging up over there. I mean, you can't make that stuff up.
I tell you, covering all the bases.
It really is. But it's such a great cause, and the turnout every year, and where the money's going here in the Springs community, it just brings everybody out. It's great.
We caught up with this beautiful family. Your name, please?
Hi, I'm Vicky.
Hello.
What's your name?
Owen.
That's Owen. I'm Julia.
Isn't this
Good to
a
see
wonderful?
you.
It is a wonderful event, right?
Beautiful day, beautiful everything.
Now
Just wonderful.
we have some real-life kids here.
Yes. Parker.
Parker's your name. Excellent. Now you're having a wonderful time playing.
We are. Yeah, we played a lot of games. The kids loved the slide behind us. Went on that 2 times, right? And we made some fish fish prints and had some snacks.
So you would recommend this, right?
Oh, what a day. It's perfect. Perfect for everybody. No matter what your age, it's a lot of fun. Of course, having this along really helps.
Now, this fair has been around for 82 years. Have you...
I've been here for all 82. I've been here for...
I've been trying to find somebody, but you're so... Tell you look terrific.
Yeah, well, thank you. Thank you. I've been here for all 82. I've brought her for...
That's right.
30-ish.
Yep, since I was their age. And now I bring mine.
Memories of this place,
Oh,
right?
absolutely. Yes.
They're good memories.
Happy memories.
Wonderful
Yes.
snacks and clam pie and the fish prints, buying books, right? You have a good time?
Wonderful, wonderful.
Good time, yes.
Well, you recommend this for families
Absolutely.
Now, where are you from?
I'm living in Virginia right now. Yes.
So this is an event you have to come back to.
She comes back every summer, every August. We're here for this. You bet. You bet.
We've been hearing a lot of good things about the Springs in this community.
It's wonderful. It really is. It's a family. It's the real deal. It's
farmers
wonderful.
markets too, right?
Oh, we're here every Saturday morning for the farmers market, or down at Nick and Tony's on Friday for the farmers market. Absolutely.
All right. Well, Parker, Owen, enjoy this event.
Thank you.
It's for children and children of all ages.
Of all, even those who are 82. Yes, yes. Hey, VVH, thanks.
I got it.
Which way does it go?
Yes. To VVH.
By the time you come back, I'll probably be done, so I wouldn't go to another team. Hi. How are you, right?
Help your brother through if he needs it, okay? Ben!
There, I got more.
Welcome to the Springs Fisherman Fair. We are here with two families, the VVH family and my family, being my dad Gero from Germany with my mom Elke, also from Germany. This is my husband and VVH family, Matt. Gary, who designed the t-shirt, and Klaus, also my family, uncles, and me, VVH family. And we're having a good old time here, and it would be so nice if we could watch WVVH in Germany.
You guys really went out and supported the t-shirts here.
Yes, we did. We did. And Gary Schottmeyer, who happens to be my uncle and who designed that porcelain fish.
So your uncle designed this t-shirt?
In a way, it's his porcelain fish, and they took it and made a print out of it, and now it's here.
Over the years, they've used artists here at the Springs Fair here at Ashawagh Hall, and they incorporate artists in the community. Isn't this an amazing place?
Oh yeah, I mean, our community out here is just, I think it's very well supported by the people in the community, and I think it's just nice that people like Gary, and I mean, we're just supporting him because he's family, but we come down here to support all the artists, and as you know, my father's an artist too, and just the whole sort of feel for the fair down here is very nice for the community.
And Gero, you're visiting us from
Germany, and for me it's I'm here almost every year, once every year at least, but it's the first time I'm visiting this fair, and it's just fantastic.
Well, I'm pretty
and
sure
you can win a boat.
That's right. And we got our raffle tickets. If we win that sailboat that they're building at the where is it? At the Bluff Road building site, Marine Museum, right? If we build it, then we're going to sail to Germany. That's what we're going to do.
That's what we're going to do. And thank you guys for covering this again this year. This is lovely.
We live in the Springs. We love the Springs. We eat all of the food. The hot dogs alone brings my brother here, so we can't keep them at home. So we figured, why not share it with our viewers? But we thank each and every one of you. We know, Matt, you've been doing a lot of work for Soldier Ride for a number of years, and culminating in a new movie that you guys are working on. Could we talk a little bit about that?
Sure. Thanks for saying that, Ernie. And as your viewers, maybe they don't know, but I do a lot of work for WVVH, and WVVH I think is a wonderful television station where you get all kinds of programming, not only from the community but all over the country and all over the world. And that being said, VVH has been a big supporter of Soldier Ride and the Soldier Ride project, and you know, it's a project that started right here in the Hamptons. Hamptons, and we have a new documentary that's out right now about it. We're doing one last local screening before it hits the festival circuit, and that's on the 26th. And you can visit our website, which is welcometosoldierride.com, and get more information about that screening.
Gary, you have a very special distinction. You're the inspiration for this shirt?
Well, no, inspiration creator, I guess we'll call me.
Creator.
Right, yeah.
Tell us the story, because it's...
Well, it's actually a sculpture of a fish, of which I made 56 different fish in ceramic. And I made those in Berlin, because that's where I have a ceramic studio that I can work in. And then I carried him back with me in my suitcase and photographed him, and then they decided that they thought he was a funny fish to use on the shirt. So
you live here in Springs, don't you?
I actually live in East Hampton, not too far up the road a little bit.
What is the attraction for artists here?
It's just a fabulous place to live and work. I don't know, we came here 35 years ago and spent half a year here and half a year in Berlin, and that has been a pretty good life for us. So, that here's the place where we go sailing and we go swimming and
create your art
and do that. I have a nice studio in our house, so I work there too. I actually have a piece that's included in the show at Ashawagh Hall too, so it's a bug. Wow. Fish and bugs, those are a little bit odd characters.
Can't forget those bugs, but it's great because you tie in artists, what you're doing, being part of this community.
With nature.
Well, and congratulations, you're in good company.
Thank you, yeah.
Those t-shirts.
They're sold out on some of them.
Hey, that's all that matters.
That's important for Ashawagh Hall,
It's important for Ashawagh Hall to support the artists in this community. Right. Great meeting you.
Yeah, you too. And I'm glad I could say hello to you.
Jim Kelly, one of our residents here in Springs. This is an annual event, but you love this.
We've been doing it for, we've been out here 30 years now, so this is the 82nd, I think, so we're quite halfway there. And
what a community this is, isn't it?
We love it out here. Yeah. We lived out here part-time initially, but now we're out here full-time.
When people have a view of the Hamptons, especially in our case, our TV station reaches into New York City, Westchester, beyond all of Long Island. This is a little bit different than what people's concept is of the Hamptons, isn't it?
I think so. It's much more laid back. I mean, people out here enjoy the land and what it has to offer. I love clamming in Clearwater Beach and Accabonac, wherever. And we met a lot of wonderful people out here over the years. People that they may have passed on, but their wives are still friends and things like that. So it's been good. It's a good life.
And this event, isn't it something? It brings together.
Actually, if you contrast it to the LVIS, which was held 2 weeks ago, this is more, as you said, local people having a good time, looking for the little. You just look over at the kid area and all the things that the kids are doing, and it's just a wonderful event.
Catching up with an old friend, Lee Zeldin, who is a state senator here on Long Island, but this is a great event, isn't it?
The community's coming out, beautiful weather. Fortunately for a lot of vendors, they brought their tents today. Some good causes, raising money. I'm looking at the Meals on Wheels booth. So hopefully a lot of people come out with the family. It's stuff for the kids to enjoy here. A lot of vendors with crafts and food, and it's a place to be if you're out in East Hampton today.
Lee, we've known you for a while, and in knowing you, we know that your heart is in service to the community. And an event like this brings out the community because it supports volunteer activities. You mentioned Meals on Wheels. Can we talk a little bit about how you see the needs of the community, especially in this day and age that we're facing?
Well, there are a lot of people who are struggling to make ends meet. We have stories of people in our families who are moving down to North Carolina, South Carolina, Florida because they can't afford to survive here. So, sometimes when you might not be struggling, or your family may be doing okay, you're paying your mortgage payment, you're paying your credit card payment, maybe it's easy to forget that others are really struggling. So if you have any extra clothing in your house, if you have a few extra dollars you might be able to donate to a worthy cause, it's good to help your community because there are people in need. I remember that after Superstorm Sandy hit, all of a sudden there were these huge lines of people waiting outside of these mobile food pantries. And what struck me was, maybe half of them were in need because of Sandy, but in my mind, I think half of those people would have been in need regardless as to whether or not Sandy hit. It was a real wake-up call that in good times and bad for us, for ourselves and our family, there's always someone else in need. So there's a lot of good causes here to support. We have met several veterans who are wandering through the crowd and volunteer firefighters, and it's just a great community event here today.
Frank Falcone, our good friend, part of this great organization. You wear this very well.
Thank you, thank you.
East Hampton, Meals on Wheels.
It's a great organization. We've been in the community for 31 years.
You know, what you do is every day, and for those people, and there are Meals on Wheels in every community.
Yes,
and
right.
Speaking of the one that's here in East Hampton, you serve meals to people who need a meal, and it's not necessarily who you would think.
Right. Out here, the big difference between us and a lot of the programs throughout the country is we don't take any Fed funds, state funds, or any government funds. This way, anybody can get Meals on Wheels if the need is there. And the only criteria that we use is that you must be homebound. In other words, you can't get out to shop. So you could be 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, and up to 90 years old. We have folks that we give meals to that are 93 and 94. They just can't get out. And also, we don't have any level, an economical level, in the sense that I've delivered to south of the highway. So it's just the need. And, you know, folks, unfortunately, whether they're rich, poor, or just average folks, there's a need. So the way we do it is everybody's volunteers. We have only 2 paid part-time employees. So my sense is 96 or 7% of the money we get goes right back into the community.
And in a given year, how many meals are served?
Can I point something out to you? One of our volunteers created all these signs, but the one that's very interesting is the total number of meals from January 1st to June 30th. This year is over 14,000 meals. That's 2 meals a day. We average about 55 to 60 people a day, and they get meals on weekends. Not all, but some folks even get meals for the weekends.
And where is it located? What is your area of coverage?
We service the East End, which is from Wainscott to Montauk, and we also do the East Hampton side of Sag Harbor. So it's a pretty big territory for a small local organization.
And how could our viewers contact you?
We have a website, or we have a telephone number, 329-1669, and our 2 volunteer office people are Gretchen Howe and Wendy, and they're there 5 days a week. Obviously, we have an answering machine, so you can just leave a message if no one's there, if you're interested. And we're always looking for volunteers. Thank you.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Hey, where's Bang?
So Karen, we're joined by your fellow volunteer
firefighters
and
EMTs.
Can we introduce this fellow
This is
here?
Frank Dolan. He's
Right.
one of our ambulance drivers, and he's going to fire school now.
Yeah.
And he's going to become an EMT starting in September. This is James Gledhill. He's a lieutenant, first lieutenant of the ambulance, and he's an EMT and a firefighter and many other things. And Kay Dodona, say your first name, Kay Halani.
Kay Halani.
She's an EMT and firefighter also. We went to fire school together. We had a great time.
Well, we salute the Springs. You guys make it possible for us to be reckless and drive around without bicycle helmets on. And
I rode 20 miles with my helmet on. And you go at 6 a.m. so you don't get hit by a car,
We
okay?
recommend adults to wear helmets because it'll save their heads.
Everybody needs to wear helmets, please. It's
Well,
very
special needs.
dangerous out there. It is.
it's a community, and you said it, it's a community. We're surrounded by water. There are roads. There are people doing things on weekends that maybe they shouldn't be doing, extending themselves.
And even when you ride a bike, after a certain amount of miles, you do get a little spacey. So just because they're riding, they might not have all their senses to them. So the drivers have to be careful of the riders also. Both goes both ways.
Well,
you know?
we salute you.
I just want to point out here, Karen is the New York State EMT of the Year. She saved the guy's life a couple years ago on the beach.
He was just here.
He was just here. As a matter of fact, the guy was
and his
just here.
family.
Yeah.
He broke his neck in 2 places and went into cardiac arrest.
Right.
And we got him back. And he's walking, talking, and part of my my family now.
She was on her day off. She was actually on what we would consider a day off. She was relaxing at the beach and
Sandcastle contest. You know that.
Guy came flying in. And
Yeah.
I asked her what happened, and I wrote it up. And sent it off to the FASNY, which is the Fire State of New York Association, and they got nominated Fire EMT of the Year.
Well, we're so proud of you guys. Thank you for what you do. I live in the Springs, so if you ever get a call from my house, you know.
Yes.
You know what?
We'll be there.
We have a special message to our visitors here on the East End when they come. When you guys are on a call, time is of the essence, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Now, the closest hospital is Southampton Hospital.
Right, which is, depending on how we, time of year and stuff, it's 20 to, sometimes it can be 30 minutes to get there, and it makes it rougher if we people don't move out of our way when they see our lights and siren. It's important. We also, people who visit here don't realize that the blue lights that they see in cars flashing yes, they're courtesy lights, but we would deeply appreciate if they would move out of our way. That way there we can get to, who knows, it might be one of their family members we're going to. And the same thing for people when we're running down 27 Montauk Highway. We would appreciate to get out of the way because we could have a relative of theirs in the back of this room.
People don't realize that it's single roads here in many cases, and you got to fly to bring people in to Southampton Hospital. So something for our viewers to realize when you're in a small community like ours or wherever they may be, respect fire and rescue.
Right. I mean, I know that East Hampton, they also have green lights for their ambulance corps. Our department, we all have blue lights, but they are emergency lights and they are just courtesy lights. But we're trying to make it in time to preserve life, especially if CPR is in progress,
The life you save may be someone who
might be a relative. It might be at one point it might even be their own.
And what's your name?
My name is Nadia Ernestus.
Nadia, you've created a very interesting company, Hamptons Brine.
HamptonsBrine.com.
Okay, now tell us a little bit about this.
I'm a health coach. I was teaching about fermentation, about all the benefits of live probiotic foods. And then I started making it because everybody wanted to buy, and the store started calling me and saying, we heard you make raw sauerkraut. Can we carry it? And that's how it's been born. Wow. I'm now a business owner. Right. Wow. It's raw fermented kraut. It doesn't have vinegar. It ferments for 4 weeks. It develops all the live probiotic bacteria. Lactic acid makes it sour, not vinegar. So that's what we do. And this is a kraut salad because everybody asks me how to eat the sauerkraut. I mean, everybody knows now it's very healthy, but then you put it on a hot dog and not so much. So I started making salad out of it. In Russia, we didn't have vegetables in the winter, so we made salads with sauerkraut. And that's, how did you like my salad? Awesome. Delicious.
And on this site, there's been a blacksmith since...
Well, this building was originally an eighth of a mile down the road. Charles Parsons built this shop. And the town acquired it 30 years ago, moved it here, restored it, and opened it to the public. But in 1886, when Charles Parsons built it, he made farming and fishing equipment, and he made hardware, and he was known as the Edison of Springs. But this building was on his property, at his home, a little further down the road.
And the blacksmith was an important part of the community.
Every community back in the late 1800s, for the last couple of hundred years, had a blacksmith as part of the community. It was an essential part of the community. And I like to say that blacksmiths are one of the only professions that nearly invented themselves out of existence, because the blacksmith helped make the tools and designed the machinery that fueled the Industrial Revolution that led to basically their demise.
Thanks for watching WVVH-TV's coverage here of the Fisherman's Fair, coming to you from Springs, East Hampton. For WVVH, I'm Ernie Shimizi.